So it's day 29. That means we are only 24 hours away from finishing this series. And I'd encourage you, if you haven't done so already, go back to the beginning and watch it one day at a time. Follow those tasks as I mentioned to you. But today we're looking more at the client follow-up system. Yeah, that's what we need to make sure is really being looked at and nurtured more. So many photographers think that the job is done the moment the products are delivered to the client. But in a luxury brand, that is exactly where the legacy will begin. A client who feels ghosted is a weird word, but it's so true, and it's not a new word in the internet. It's a very old marketing word. We don't want to feel the client has been ghosted in any way. So if she feels like that after she spends her money, she'll never return. A client who feels nurtured, however, becomes a client for life, and she's going to be out there and be our secret salesman as well. So we're trying to design your client follow-up system that works for you. So I want us to move away from one and done philosophy into transactional and move in more of a long-term loyalty. I think you should actually download that graphic and basically stick it up in your office and make sure that every one of your team is kind of looking at that sign a lot, as it were. In fact, you'll find it actually on the Academy members area to download. So as far as in marketing, when we kind of follow up, we definitely start to nurture that relationship from day one. It is 10 times easier to rebook a past client or instead get them involved with our referral than it is ever to find a new client just from kind of advertising all the time. The thoughtful post-shoot communication increases not only their self-worth but their satisfaction as well. It encourages them repeat bookings at times, and we do get clients that have actually come through the Boudoir experience several times of their kind of journey in life over 2, 3, 4, 5 years and more. But it also kind of turns them into a happy customer and into a vocal advocate of ours. In other words, like I was saying to you, that secret salesman. So we want to make sure that our follow-ups extend the creative experience. The art doesn't stop at the print. Remember that. It continues in how you guide them to display it, how you check in on their confidence weeks later. And during the COVID period, I had pretty much all our studios that I was kind of mentoring at the time reach out to at least one client per day and a minimum of 5 clients per week, past clients. And it's amazing how many clients were basically then back in touch. And it's just taking the time. And in COVID, we had those times, yeah? But now you still have that time to actually nurture your clients. To inspire your client, if you can get that consistency in the way that you kind of post follow up, you will create that loyalty. People forget what you said, but they never forget how you made them feel, especially after you've already had their money. This is where true brand integrity is proven. So today, I would say that you need to look at the afterglow experience of your boudoir. So in other words, the 24-hour high, the delivery milestone, and an anniversary check-in at least. So in other words, when we talk about the 24-hour high, what is the first thing she hears from you the day after the shoot? A simple, "you were incredible" text can solidify her confidence before she even sees the photographs. Then we start to look at how we can enhance the delivery milestone, and you've got to look at how you deliver the images or products in the way that it's packaged together, as it were. Is it a cold link of an email to download digitals, or is it a celebration of their work you've created in some way in the journey, especially in the digital download kind of world? And then, where is she 6 months or a year after you've done the shoot and she's been your client? How can a simple thinking of you message reignite a desire for her to re-look at those images and to possibly pass on a referral to one of her friends? So your main task today is design a 3-step follow-up system outline your thank you message immediately post-shoot. Your delivery note, the big reveal of the final product, and that check-in, the 3 to 6 months later on and things. If you can do these, make them into a template that reflect your true signature voice, as it were, so they always feel that they're right for you, even if it's a card that you give to her post the session and it has a review on Google link with it and things. It's just not review us on Google, please, but just tell them how you need them to tell others how you made them feel. That's the key thing. That could be the first part in your kind of thank you message, but can also stimulate a huge amount of clients to really talk and rave about you. So, question is today, how can I leave the last impression that makes my clients feel valued long after the session is over? You've got to get that box ticked.